Now
server.
streaming.
We're now streaming. It's time to vamp for a little bit while we wait.
Yeah, so coffee peanut butter popcorn.
Look,
Stop.
chocolate and peanut butter as a flavor combo works really well. Coffee and chocolate have similar flavor profiles.
You said this before.
I stand by that coffee and chocolate have similar flavor profiles.
Okay.
I think coffee and peanut butter combos are an undertapped market.
Okay.
I gotta run to the restroom real quick.
Respectable. That was me
Respectable.
2 minutes ago.
And like and popcorn.
Yeah.
Fairly cheap to produce.
It's pretty cheap, yeah.
Low weight, so easy to transport.
Mm.
Sweet popcorn is already like a giant, like lots of things going on in that space, but
Yeah.
coffee drizzle, peanut butter drizzle.
Coffee drizzle. What is that?
It's like, I mean,
Like, are you making
it's
goo?
coffee flavored drizzle.
It's coffee goo.
Yeah, it's coffee
goo. Yeah, you put it to flavor
Okay.
things like coffee.
So, what about this doesn't already exist?
It surprisingly doesn't.
It
does
doesn't?
not. No.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Okay. If you say so. Because that
Like,
sounds
they
like
have
something
coffee
that
and
should
chocolate.
exist.
They have chocolate and peanut butter, but they don't mix coffee and peanut butter.
No, I've seen. I looked it up earlier when you were talking about it. There's coffee peanut butter espresso spreads.
Yeah, but it's like a spread.
Yeah, but they don't have.
Hell, you know what? We
cheese,
could
or they
use
don't have
that.
popcorn.
Put that on, drizzle that on popcorn.
Wait, you spent the last 3 days binge watching to catch up. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm beaming the thoughts about coffee peanut butter into your head unless you were allergic, in which case I am returning them back to myself. So
you are exempt from the spell in case you are.
you are
allergic.
exempt from the brainwaves.
Well, we are returning them with interest, so you owe us some thoughts. Some thoughts of your own you owe us.
Oh my god, like an espresso peanut butter smoothie.
That was the other one I saw was smoothie.
Like a milkshake, I suppose would be closer to.
Okay. I mean that's
no,
just.
even smoothie. People put coffee in their smoothies.
But what if it was like a Kit Kat, but instead of being a Kit Kat, it was.
Well, we're trying to
Coffee,
remove
peanut
chocolate
butter.
as an element here.
Yeah, we're removing chocolate. There's too much baggage that comes with chocolate.
It's bad optics to
It's
use
bad
chocolate.
optics.
We can say
And then we can put it in in the advertising, cruelty free.
I'm not sure you could do that.
look, our company mission statement. Chocolate, the process of growing chocolate, a little fucked up. Don't ask about coffee.
Just don't ask about the coffee, especially don't ask about the peanuts, alright?
do not ask about the peanuts. Do not even think about the history of peanuts and growing them.
We have severed employees working in the peanut factory below. They've never tasted chocolate at all.
I would sever Pim in a heartbeat.
Whoa, why would you do that to him?
Fuck.
Why would you do that to him?
So he doesn't remember.
Imagine Severed Pim being an asshole.
Severed Pim would
And
be
normal
an
Pim
asshole.
being a good person.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I feel like
I think Pim's had humbling experiences, and I don't think Severed Pim wouldn't.
Severed Sparrow would be exactly the fucking same.
You're sure?
Man, Sparrow would be like the manager before.
Severed Sparrow and regular Sparrow would not get along, but they would be the exact fucking same.
Is it the peanut butter factory that's severing us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad you understand immediately.
All right.
I think that's enough vamping. I think we're ready to go.
We're ready to go. All right.
Let me tab over to the Firefox.
All right. So, welcome back, guys, to Waning Whispers. Hope you guys enjoyed the last session, and I got some very fun things planned for you this session. And let's see if we can get to 5% of it. So,
What?
at least 5%.
5?
Usually I'm like, oh man, you guys are gonna reach this thing, this thing, this thing, and then we never even get close to it. And I'm like, wow. Anyways, I think it is time to start. It's a cold night in Bliston City. You find yourself on a beach, listening to the waves. You saw Calorie for the first time in ages, stranger. How are you feeling at this moment?
There's not a lot of feeling, there's just a lot of static, I think. Like she is looking out into the ocean and just trying to focus on what she was doing before.
You try to focus. Actually, give me a roll, your wisdom -5.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Give me a sec.
You try to focus in on what you were doing before. You can't even remember how you even got to this place. Your body kind of moved on its own, the static in your head feeling loud. You hear some soft footsteps behind you, and you turn to your side to see a familiar face. Looking out into the ocean, I see.
Alda, I assume everything is progressing smoothly?
She smiles. Yes, everything is going as planned. But what are you doing out here?
There was just a slight complication on the way back, that's all. Nothing to get worked up over.
Alda just stands there, smiles at you. Do you know? Actually, do you know the reason I first spoke with you?
I don't, but I assume this is going to be part of some wise anecdote?
Nothing inherently wise, it's just... You had the same look many of the undead have here in the Dead Pass.
She pulls her hood down a little more at that.
It made me interested at first. What would make a person so distant?
And did you find your answer?
Honestly, no. But I did make a good friend. You see, sorry. You see all the kind of pull her hood back a little bit. You could see a lot of her silver-ish hair. There is one of the undead. I believe you'll be interested in seeing them.
That's a foreboding thing to say.
It's nothing bad, I assure you. It's the old captain of the guard. He's a very nice person, and I feel like you two would make very good friends.
I don't know how that would help anything, but you know them better than anyone else.
I know we're scrambling around for this mission, but we have some time while the others get things set up. I feel like something good can come out of a conversation between you two.
You know, I don't do conversations.
I know. Just listen to him speak for a bit then.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
I feel like you'll find that you two will have a lot in common.
I think with me, that's never a good thing. And she'll follow Alda.
And you two both head deeper into the city. And we go to the next scene. Elsewhere in the world, it's nighttime in the, I guess, the Arbor household.
The place of the Arbor Guild, yes.
The place of the Arbor Guild. And I just want everyone to roll me a d20 for luck. I'll take whoever has the highest.
I hate that. All right, now we start. Average. Right.
Yay! I got a 7.
Oh.
Hey, okay, hold on. Sparrow, 15.
Home turf.
Home turf.
So, Sparrow, you're the first, or you're not the first, but you're the only person to hear this. You kind of hear a shuffling in the night, and you notice Emlyn kind of getting ready to leave.
I should probably do something about this. Sparrow tries to silently get up as best they can, as to not disturb their fellow compatriots. Tiptoes their way toward the door.
You're gonna sneak behind Emlyn?
Yep.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
So
Get a
that'd just be
+4.
Dex.
Yes, it would be Dex if you don't have it.
All right, I
And
don't.
give
So
you a
Dex.
+4.
All right, skill level is none. My attribute mod, is it half or full?
Full.
Okay.
Okay. You know this house better than anyone. You know which floorboards to not step on to cause any creaking as you kind of sneak your way behind. You see Emlyn kind of silently opens the door, walking out, and you noticed someone in front of her.
Oh,
He kind of silently gives Emlyn a nod, and she doesn't really say anything, and the two begin walking.
Who's Vic? Who is this guy? Do I know this guy?
You know him to be one of the people who works for Brooke.
Rook? That's the evil guy, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Wait. They're the fucking, what are they called?
Gang leader?
The gang leader.
Yeah.
Brooks the gang leader. We're talking about the one that fucking kidnapped them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is Mr. Freeze. I see. God, I'm not strong enough to be able to take this person in one-on-one combat. Ugh.
If you let them, they'll continue walking.
I could always try and follow them.
You can try and follow them.
I did roll really well on the stealth check, but maybe I should not push my luck.
Well, will you follow or will you not?
This is fucked up, Tiny. Why did you choose me, the most indecisive person in the world? Why did I roll a
You
15?
rolled the highest on the D20, I'm sorry. Actually, hold on, let me change the music just to make things more tense for you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Here we go. You have a choice to make. Your Telltale Games choice pop up. Do you attempt to roll the stealth check to follow these two?
Oh, I need to re-roll the stealth check?
Yeah, because you're leaving the house and following them on the street.
Alright. I'll try it.
Alright, give me a roll. It's just your dex this time. No pluses.
Alright. Any chance I could increase my success to a critical success with a luck token?
Do you have a luck token?
I mean, I don't get a luck token. I give you a luck token.
Ah, okay.
Remember?
Yeah, I'll say sure.
Would that save
I'll
me?
hold that. Yeah, I'll save you.
Yay.
Alright.
Time to get into an even worse situation and have that used against me.
Let me change up the music.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Arbor.
What's this song? This is a good stealth song. Let me bring you to the next map. Okay, here we go. Preloaded the map. So throughout the entire time, you kind of hear Vic attempting small talk to Emlyn, and Emlyn just kind of giving one-word responses the entire time. And kind of as you follow them, you hear Vic speak. So, today's job is very simple. Something I believe even you can do. Yeah, what's that supposed to mean? No dig at you. I know you don't like some of the other work. Fortunately, today's is very simple. He steps forward and cracks open a crate with a crowbar. We have a number of documents needed to be erased. You called me here to be a glorified paper shredder. Obviously, Vic kind of turns to him, or turns to Emlyn. You see, we can burn the papers and shred them, but if a determined god wants to know what's on these papers, they can always recreate them, scry, look through records. They would be able to find what's on these papers, regardless of how hard we try. However, you have a special ability, Emlyn. When you erase things, they're gone forever. They cannot be found. So, it is convenient for us. And besides, these are things we want erased. Okay, a crate full of paper. I guess I can do this in, 5 minutes? If you don't mind us watching. Yeah, I don't mind. And about 10 or so minutes passed, and one kind of lied about how easy the job would be. From this distance, Sparrow, make me a what's it called? Perception.
A perception.
Or analysis.
I'll do an analysis. Any pluses or minuses?
-5 because it's such a long distance away.
Yep.
Partial success. So you just cannot see far enough to read any of these documents. But you can tell that what Emlyn is doing is not just destroying the papers, she's just kind of scrubbing the words off the documents completely and leaving them as blank pieces of paper. And kind of using context clues, you can kind of tell that some of these papers are kind of inventory. Some of these are contracts. Some of these are just notes or just like messages passed back and forth.
Mhm.
So it's a good mix. But one of them that kind of take your attention looks to be like a map before it gets kind of erased completely. But
Can I attempt to make like a very, very rough and likely partially incorrect version of that map myself before I see it get fully erased?
Unfortunately, no, because you had a partial.
Yeah.
It was just too far to like kind of make
Get
out
all the
make out anything. Other than that, Emlyn eventually finishes the goons go over to pick up the crate, and they all leave as Emlyn kind of turns to go back towards the house.
I see that, and I try to get there first.
Oh, you just start booking it?
Well, I mean, Emlyn's probably not booking it.
Yeah,
I just get a head start.
We jump into the river, I wish.
Yeah, they head nice and south.
Alright, you're just gonna head back into your home and
I'm gonna head back into the home. I'm gonna get a chair and sit it right in front of the door and sit in it.
Sure. Hold on, let me set this up. Set this up, it's really fun. It'll be funny. Emlyn, kind of tired, slowly walks back to the home and opens the door to see a very familiar face sitting at the chair here.
Sparrow's got you know that thing where you put your hands together and interlock your fingers in like a little bit of a triangle.
Yeah.
So they're sort of sitting there, a little hunched over. Welcome back.
Hey. I, why are you sitting at the door?
I have some questions for you.
Sure.
My initial question: when you erased things, do you remember what they were?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I kind of remember what I erased. I don't know. I don't really take note of the things I erase.
No note at all.
If something I'm gonna erase, I'm not gonna really pay attention about it.
I will still ask nonetheless because I am interested. What was on that map?
You see, she stares at you for a second. What do you mean by that?
I am fully aware of your escapades this middle of the night. I am interested in one of the piece of papers that is no longer available to the public.
Emlyn shrugs. Okay, I mean, I guess you caught me. Well, if you want to know about that map, it's some sort of tunnel under the city, somewhere in the sewers.
I got half of a look at it. Do you know if you could attempt to recreate it?
Recreate? Not really, but I could. I do know where the entrance is, if that counts.
It could. Also, in the future, you don't need to worry about telling us about any escapades.
Well, that's good to know, but... Evelyn leans on the wall. I was hoping to not really tell you guys.
Don't worry, I mean, we understand. We also have to survive.
No, I'm not doing this for money. When you get the day you guys came to go save me, I spoke with Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
He figured you were gonna do something like that, and I basically made a deal with him that as long as I keep working for him, he won't come after you guys.
Well, I suppose I must thank you for that. I appreciate that you have... It's quite the predicament you've put yourself in, though.
Yeah, I was just gonna... Evelyn shrugs. I don't know, just deal with it on my own.
You sure you would not like any assistance?
Well, I'm not sure what you guys could do.
I think you would be surprised.
Brooke is... he's got some pretty powerful people with him, and the last thing I want is any of you guys getting hurt or killed.
Emlyn, I consider you a friend. Please understand this. I like to take care of my friends. If you were being put in danger, and there is something that I could do, even if it puts myself in danger, to assist, I would readily do so.
Emlyn laughs. You sound way too much like Fi. I
Who's
mean,
Fi? Wait.
she's one of my friends back in the college.
Hmm.
Very, I don't know. She's like you. Very professional is how I'd call you guys.
Well, I suppose that's sort of. If I've learned anything about my predecessor, sort of in the blood. As much as I hate to say it.
Well, I guess this is a conversation for morning or something, but I guess you can brainstorm a way of helping me out. I don't know, it just seems so big. I can't even imagine how you guys would begin to solve this issue.
I mean, I can initially think of a thermonuclear option.
I mean, you mean set the nuclear bomb that is Pim?
Well, that's the second most thermonuclear option.
Oh, that's the second?
Yes.
What's the first?
Not sure I can say it in good faith without asking someone about whether or not I can reveal information.
Right. Oh, do you see everyone look to like you? Am I still in trouble?
You were never in trouble. I just like getting down into. I like getting down to business. Faster rather than beating around the bush, per se. And if on the time you had over walking here, perhaps the second you arrived, you might have a clearer memory of that paper than if you had gone to sleep.
You are really into business. Everyone says. Well, as long as I'm not in trouble and I didn't break any goodwill of yours, I'm pretty happy.
Now, I believe if you are tired, are you looking to go to bed, back to bed soon?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
If we could not speak of this night to the others, I have sat in the chair without writing my name on the paper, and I would not want that information to get out.
Oh, turns out even you got scandals.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the fucking you with your fucking shit.
All right, I won't say anything about the chairs.
I'll need to move this back.
I'll
Make sure
help
that's.
you.
No, I have to make sure this is in the correct spot.
We shift the chair back. And Sparrow,
Yes,
you're a good friend.
thank you. Could you tell me more about that? What was their name?
Fi?
Yes, you should tell me more about that Fi later.
Sure. She's a really good friend of mine.
Good night.
And you guys go to sleep. Let me change the music.
Tess in Ghost Prison off to the right.
Why are they sad?
She's just chilling.
Oh god, no. Tess might know. Tess might have heard about the chair. My contingencies.
You're gonna have to learn how to bribe a ghost real fast.
So, time eventually turned to day. And... And you guys wake up to a knock on the door. You guys slowly turn.
Look.
I got it.
Looks.
You look out the window.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me share my screen. Or share my screen.
Share your screen. Give me all your secrets. What the hell? What the hell? What? Huh? Calorie, hold on. Stop. There's some people with a device out there.
Yeah, they're knocking. Well, yeah, they're knocking at the door.
Looks at Sparrow and Evelyn.
They're
Sleeping.
conked out.
Yeah.
So, should I?
Well, let's find out what they want.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do. Kellery opens the door.
You see this this Medusa woman like with this permanent scowl on her face look down at you.
Kellery looks up with her permanent little smile.
Hi.
Greetings.
Is this place where Sparrow lives?
Yeah.
We have a delivery from Geist.
Oh.
Oh.
Well.
A
Yeah.
housewarming gift.
Huh. Looks at it. Looks at the device.
It's a stove.
Oh. Quite literal then. Pim fully opens the door.
She walks inside, and these guys, these two worker guys, they huff the fucking stove inside.
That definitely makes a loud as fuck noise.
Yeah, it's incredibly loud as they have to like drag it through the doorway and everything.
Where is the exhaust going out?
We'll find out.
The window.
The window. Oh
It's
shoot.
fucked up.
Move the door.
Just put this back. It's a work in progress. We're still working on the other half of it. Looks at the back door, doesn't even want to think about it.
I'm gonna just put this right over here.
Yeah.
You better not have moved the chair.
They didn't move the chair. Well, they did move the table and the chair a little bit. Not gonna lie.
But they got permit for it.
Oh, they got permit? Okay.
Yeah. It's written. Pim single point of litigator that remains.
Yeah, these guys are installing the thing.
Well, that's very kind. Looks around. Geist, knows that Sparrow's here.
We heard from Lithers. Or, I should say my sister heard from Lithers.
You guys talk to Lithers?
I assume my sister does, because there's not too many people around where she's doing her sermons.
Oh no.
I don't really go to the old district.
Oh.
Huh.
We go to Boa's POV. It's like, wow, Lithers has complained a lot about calorie and
The three orphans have made their way into the Greyhound district.
Anyways, is Sparrow here? You guys also had a message for him.
Yes, let me go. Oh, the creakiest boards, creak, 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 creak.
I
Beeline.
recognize those sounds.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Geist is here.
Hold on, I need to blink. Sorry, I think I need to get back. Could you repeat that?
Geist, someone from Geist is here, message from Geist is here, and a stove. We have a stove now.
Have we offered them hospitality?
Well, I gave them the permit to move the table.
It isn't a common form of hospitality.
Pim, roll etiquette.
Yeah, baby! I love rolling etiquette. My skill level, 5. My attribute modifier, 3. Plus 8.
Pim,
Yay!
you haven't offered them a seat or any tea at all.
Sin. Could I get your name?
I'm Viper.
Or writes it down.
Is it down on the sheet?
Would you like a seat, Viper?
Yes, I would.
Ah, yes. Do we have components for tea? I don't imagine. I
We
imagine
have
that
water?
we have water.
I
We have
don't
grass?
think you do.
Could I get you a glass of water? Or more like a mug, really.
That's fine.
Time to throw Pim down the well.
Go to the well and get some water.
Woo!
The workers eventually leave. They finish installing that shit.
And then they fuck off. Yay! He has the bucket. And a mug. He poured into the mug over the well to conserve water. Places it before her. Here you go.
She looks at the mug of water. Thanks.
Is it bad?
No, it's just
It's just a mug of water.
it's just a mug of water.
It's sippy.
She takes a long gulp. And she looks past you two at Sparrow.
It is an
Sparrow.
easy task. He towers above them.
All right. Now the clear line of view, Sparrow bows. Yes, good morning. To what do we owe the honor?
Morning. Geist offered you a housewarming gift as he heard that you moved into Grey Crown District. But there's also another thing. He's hoping if you'd be willing to do a favor for him.
Well, first and foremost, I thank Geist for the wonderful gift of a stove to this lovely home. And I am, as a follower of Geist, I am more than willing to do their bidding.
It's completely optional. You can refuse to do this favor if you want. But he's looking for someone to assist him with something.
Well, it would be rude to reject a favor without knowing the specifics.
She nods. To tell you, I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I believe you've met Avarice at least once when you were making your contract.
Me thinking, who is Avarice?
It was There was some guy who did your contract.
Oh, yeah, that other guy.
Yeah.
Yes, I recall.
He's been invited to a very prestigious gathering. A little bit of a celebration with other priests and gods. And he needs someone of lower standing to attend with him as an assistant.
I see. Would this be what day and time would this be occurring?
This would be today.
This would be today, I suppose. Then what time?
This would be in a couple of hours.
I will need to make sure that I have clothing sufficient for such an event. I would not want to reflect poor on Geist's followers by being underdressed.
She nods. Officially, you'll be working with Avarice to create allies for Geist. But he has an actual mission for you.
Will being the head of a... Well, the fact that I'm the head of a... Oh, what are they called? What the fuck is it?
Guild?
Will the fact that I'm the head of a guild interfere at all with that?
She shakes her head, no.
All right.
If she looks at Calor and Pim, if we could speak alone for the next part.
Oh, kind of drags Gallery
Yeah,
further within.
where are we going?
We don't have some privacy.
What? I'm not listening.
Same.
Pim looks around in this unfamiliar environment and has to pick a room fast. Does he pick the room with Emlyn in it? Does he pick the room... Is Tess in that room or on the roof?
Tess is in the room.
Sitting in the corner, crying.
Pete?
You do, if you do take a look, Pim, you see Tess is in the corner of the room in the fetal position.
Immediate. Like,
And when you
stumbles
do
forward.
walk into the room, it is incredibly cold. But we'll get to that later.
Yes.
Tess is too far away.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we couldn't have Avarice do this job because they would be on too high alert with him. He's of higher standing, so he sticks out if he tries to poke around and ask things. But
So,
someone of lower standing asking questions will generally go under the radar.
I see.
Specifically, we're trying to find information on Basot, if you know him.
So, the name rings a bell. I believe I saw it in the religion area when I was taking a brief stroll. Is that correct, the time?
Yeah. One of his priests will be attending the party, and we've gotten the... She stops herself from saying something. I shouldn't say we've gotten the tip, but our spies have gotten information that Basot is making some sort of shady deal in the party.
Should I make note that we are an organization that has spies, or should I generally forget that?
Every god has spies.
All of them? Even Volm?
Volm, I'm sure that every single person that works for Volm is a spy. You can see through them anyway.
Interesting. Well,
More so, we're not too interested in the rough details of whatever deal he's making. Mostly, we're looking to know enough to blackmail him.
I see.
Once you get the information needed, you can talk to Avarice, and he'll inform me and Geist.
So, just to confirm my specific duties, I am to arrive and function as a assistant to Avarice, a member of higher standing as follower of Geist. I am to intermingle with the fellow lower and middle cast of followers at this party and attempt to retrieve information about a plan that Basot is cooking up, per se, in order for our Lord Geist to blackmail them.
She nods.
I see. Is there anything specific I should be looking for, or is that just I should be attempting to gain any general knowledge?
She thinks for a second. If knowing the person they are doing the deal with would help greatly, and knowing the information, a little bit of the information about the deal would help a lot. But other than that, that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So we want to know the who. We want to know the how, or the why.
She nods.
I see. Should I familiarize myself with possible followers of Basot beforehand so that I might recognize them?
Yes, there's just the one attending the party. She kind of unfurls a scroll and shows you an image of one of the followers. I'll just share their image. Where the hell are they? Alright. There's so many people in this folder. Oh my god. This is the guy. It's an
Interesting.
elven man by the name of Ash.
Ash. I will not remember this name, as I believe it will be more believable that I've never met them before.
She nods. It's you shouldn't see anybody of insanely high standing at the party. If you do, they're probably there to cause trouble.
I'm probably one of the few who might not recognize that they are of high status.
As long as you don't insult anybody, you should be fine.
I shall do my best to not sully the reputation of Geist.
She nods.
Is there any props that I should bring as a functioning member of... as a functioning aid? Should I bring a notepad, writing implement?
She thinks for a second. A notepad and writing implement's fine.
I have some paper. Would it be possible to be supplied a notepad? I do have a writing implement.
She checks her pockets and pulls out a notepad of her own.
Thank you.
Just ignore the pages on the front.
I mean, I have to look at it to be able to grab it. What does it say?
No, I mean, she meant like the pages inside.
Oh. Any specific page number that I should avoid too?
It's mostly just a writing thoughts down.
So I should ignore it, but it is not a deal breaker if I accidentally see it when flipping it open.
She nods.
I see.
Anyways, thank you for taking this opportunity that Gus has given you. I hope for your success, she says before kind of walking out.
May Geist be with you. It's saying, right? Oh, they're gone.
Yeah. They...
I'm going to be saying May Geist be with you.
And we switch over to Pim and Calorie. Hold on.
Yay! Silly fun time in a room that's too cold. Tess?
You see Tess doesn't really respond.
Steps closer. Any response at all?
Give me a roll your Constitution -2.
Yay! That's a flat roll -2.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh,
God.
Pim! The
Showing up for the
power of
bestie.
the power of being the bestie. You feel your fingertips begin to freeze as you get closer and closer, like a powerful gust of wind is pushing you away to like not let you get close to Tess. But you fight through it anyway and get up to her.
Oh geez, it's cold in here. You doing all right?
She doesn't really respond, and you kind of hear her sniffling and crying a little bit.
Oh. Do you want company right now? Calorie and I are here.
I'm sorry.
About what?
I'm sorry. She just keeps repeating over and over.
He looks at Calorie. He doesn't know what to do.
Maybe she sat in the chair without permission. Calorie looks like she's got no idea.
It's okay. It takes us all some time to learn the rules. He's never been that forgiving before with anyone.
Oh.
And plus, we're still debating whether or not you sitting in the chair counts as sitting in a chair, because you kind of like float above it. He reaches out, to like place a hand on Ethereal's shoulder.
Give me another con check.
Yay!
This one with a +1. Oh my gosh, just barely a success.
Oh, I'm at 11, dude.
Oh my god. You touch Tess and you feel the room instantly begin to get warm. The coldness kind of fades immediately as Tess kind of looks up, and it's like she's like seeing you for the first time, and she just runs up and hugs you.
Oh, they're there. He pats her back. Oh, hey. It's really picking up in here. Did you open a window, Callie?
No.
Oh.
Tess smiles. Hi.
Hi. Everything all right?
I think I was having some sort of bad dream or something.
Oh, those are awful. Especially
Yeah.
when they keep going when you're awake.
Yeah, it was It wasn't fun.
Oh,
I didn't think you slept.
Me neither.
well, just goes to show that we don't know everything
Yeah.
about,
What was it about?
She stops for a second. When I tried to remember it, she says that, and you see like the room gets colder and colder.
Taps shoulder.
When I try to remember, it feels like I'm underground again.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe we shouldn't remember it then.
I agree.
Okay. It made me feel bad anyway. Simply repress the bad memories, guys.
That's how you win. Simply have traumatic events that are warm. It'll fight off the cold ones. He doesn't say that. I said that, but he does not say that. We just got a new stove.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. Oh, geez. We don't have tea or anything, really, do we? Just water.
Can't we buy some?
Can we buy some?
Imagine buying water.
It would be messed up if someone sold it.
Ugh. No. Pim considers for half a second selling water. It then stops immediately.
See Tess speak up. Pim.
Hmm?
And Calorie. I guess I have a question to ask you two.
Yeah.
You guys
Great
wouldn't.
of those.
You guys wouldn't leave me, right?
No, never.
Not unless I
Yeah.
not unless I die.
And you're not going to die. That's never
We
going
won't
to
let
happen.
you.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
You're too strong to die.
Yeah, I'm a goblin. I don't think we die.
That's true.
Yes,
That's not
goblins
true.
not die?
What'd you say?
She was just thinking to herself, do goblins not die?
I've never seen a dead goblin.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, yeah, me too.
All right.
Arrow.
Tess
Arrow
flies
knows all
over to
about
the stove.
Oh,
Arrow.
yes. Hello, Tess. We have a new stove.
This is
Arrow,
so
have you ever seen
big.
a dead goblin?
Tiny, what minus do I get to this?
I mean, you haven't.
Historically, have there ever been dead goblins?
Yes.
Hmm.
Very easily you can tell that there have been a lot of dead goblins.
I have not personally encountered the corpse of a goblin, but historical records indicate that goblin deaths do occur.
Like naturally?
I don't
Were
know
any of
if I
those
can do that.
were any of those natural deaths? Were they all like?
Yeah, some goblins die of old age.
There are records of old age. Yes.
Damn.
Well, maybe
Oh,
you're
good morning,
just-
Emlyn.
Oh,
Good
hey.
morning.
Good morning.
Emblem leaning on you two.
Slept in, did ya?
This is early for me.
But the sun's barely risen.
You're crazy, Pim.
Oh, by the way, Emlyn, we have a new stove.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah.
How'd you buy that?
We didn't. It was a gift from Geist.
Oh, lucky you. What you gonna cook on it?
I don't know. I also don't know how we're going to light it very well.
We have 2 apples.
Could cook some apples?
Man, we're in the Grey Crown district and we're still poor.
We need to get
On the wall.
we need to get jobs.
Hmm.
Although it might be a bit easier to get a more straightforward job around here.
I wonder if anyone needs some help moving stuff around here. So...
Wow, Sparrow,
Oh.
you got so cool with all the housewarming gifts.
I'm afraid you're going to have to bring up your complaints to...
And inviting you to parties? What? I don't have any complaints.
You don't have any complaints? No complaints to Volm? I see.
No, I never.
Hold on, I need to change
Are you
myself to a...
perhaps unhappy with our arrangement gallery?
Imagine this as a smirk.
I never said anything about being unhappy with the arrangement. I'm just saying. Sparrow got a stove and is going to a party.
That is Geist calorie. You know how much money that man makes. He controls the odds of fate.
Oh, Volm. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you know if any of your followers will be attending the party tonight in a few hours? Should I...
Hours. Oh, yes. Livers explained he was going to a party this morning.
Yes, I will keep that in mind.
Calorie's eyes narrowing further.
I wasn't the one handing the invitations, Gallery. Livers does that all on his own.
Are you going to be at the party?
Well, Livers is going to be there, so of course I'm going to be there.
I'm sorry, Calorie, but I cannot invite you. I am coming as a guest myself, and it is uncouth for guests to invite +1s.
Fine, I didn't want to go anyway. Probably a dumb party.
Gallery, if you really want to go, you could you could come as an assistant to Livers.
As Lither's assistant?
Yes, I know it is. I know you two have a history of not being the best of allies.
If you were to do that, I would suggest not showing up randomly. Perhaps go and ask their permission first, just to know what you might need to do as an assistant.
I will mention this. Livers very much did ask me to not allow you to go. Very specifically, he said, do not let Calorie come to the party.
Well, then perhaps Calorie could...
Tell me about it.
Perhaps Calorie could persuade.
You don't need to persuade me. If you want to come, I'll allow you to come.
No, I mean
Livers doesn't-
persuade Livers.
Persuading Livers, I do not think that will be a thing, but he cannot do much if you just show up at the party.
Can't do much if I show up at his house either. I'm gonna go talk to him.
He won't be at his house.
Well, it's only in a few hours. If you run now, you can catch up to him.
You're
You
right.
see,
You
Pim.
can yell at him.
You see, Pim, what I have done here is possibly torpedo a possible ally to have at the party for the benefit of letting Calorie have fun.
I place a shadow tag here so I can come back home instantly.
Oh my god. Evil.
She's running.
Well, make sure to... Oh wait, if you're going to a party, there's probably going to be food there, right?
Yeah,
I had
you're
not
eating
thought about
fancy
that.
food.
Yeah,
how it is.
fancy food. Can I...
I have a thought. It's a little bit... It's a little... impolite, but...
Oh.
If Calorie does make it into the party, I could grab a few extra snacks and come back without leaving through the exit.
Looks at Emlyn.
Oh, you're talking about taking some to-go boxes. Okay, I like this. I like this plan.
I personally could not do such a thing. It would reflect a little poorly if I were to be caught, unless I'm allowed.
Well, I mean, if Volm's followers do it. That's just Volm's followers being
Yeah.
Volm followers, right? Like,
Yeah.
come on, everyone's expecting them to just take some taking boxes.
They might as well commit.
I feel like as if Lithers is not going to like me very much.
Is that really such a
But-
travesty?
That would only be if Lithers figured out that I was the head of the plan here. That I have made without Calorie in the room, and thus Volm is not privy to it either.
Oh, good. And let me switch the scene. Oh my god, you guys are you fucked up the Lithers. What did he ever do to you? What did he ever do to you?
Lithers is just too fun to bully, I'm sorry.
That's
True.
The whole dinner table. It's ours now.
Picks up the whole bowl, shadow tags out. We're like, where the fuck did the hors d'oeuvres go?
Bro, party? This is a heist.
Could I noble etiquette roll go through like some points of like offense with like don't do this. Don't do this.
I
Don't do
was
this.
going to ask you for specific assistance on this.
You definitely can.
Yay!
As someone who is in much higher society, from my understanding that I am, at least this version of me certainly get to experience any of it. As opposed to apparently the version of me in the other timeline.
Well, here's a few things you don't want to do.
Yes.
Do not step on their shoes under any circumstances.
I write
Not
this down on
only
the
is it a
5th page
sign
of the
that
notebook.
You see them as lower than dirt, but
Danny, I'm writing
One
this.
of the biggest do nots, and by the biggest, I mean there's a very, very long list of do nots.
I
absolutely.
try and write as much of this into the blank part, the first blank pages of the notebook as possible.
If you do want to know what's in the other pages, it's her badly written poetry.
Yes!
It is the poetry.
Can we read it?
Yeah.
Why would you do this to her?
No,
I just want to know.
Geist would know. So I do not.
Would he though?
But Pim's another god, and so he skims over it.
Well, Volm can see through their followers.
That's because it's the shadow.
Hmm. No, I will go through with the assumption that the gods are able to observe their followers.
Let me change the music. Nilla, are you here?
Oh.
Beep.
Let me bring you to the next map.
All right, everybody, stop having fun.
No, I will never stop having fun. I'm sending fun waves in your direction.
I'm sending every vibe I can your way.
In the Dead Pass, you're actually surprised to know that there is a park here at the Dead Pass. It looks like the same like everything else, but you can kind of see where the fences used to be, the trees. There's a lot more dead trees around. You can tell that this was a park at some point before it kind of blended into everything else in the Dead Pass. Alda kind of walks with you down one of the roadways. You can kind of still make it out. And she brings you to where everyone is setting things up.
Suppose it is progressing nicely.
Yes, I hope you didn't mind me asking for some help from some of the people who knew you in the old district.
They know me?
Alda points all the way over to the Harmony in the distance who's like lifting a barrel.
Oh, it's them. I haven't seen them in, how long has it been?
It's been like a week.
Damn. I think I sent him on a wild goose chase a while back. Are you sure he's gonna be pleased to see me?
It seems that he's always eager to help, and I will not say no to free work.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
And you see this person step up. Oh, is that Alda? Alda kind of waves. And another mortal. You see this undead woman. She looks to be a noble by how well she's dressed despite being undead. It's quite surprising to see you with the mortal Alda. I thought you had forsaken them. Alda just shrugs. Yeah, I am very pleased to meet you. I am Lyra, a noble at heart. She does a curtsy.
Stranger looks at her, just up and down a little bit before bowing back in return. Yes, it is nice to meet you too. I suppose I go by the ghost these days.
Ah, a ghost. That is why your form has been confusing. I understand now. Alda just winks. Well, Ghost, I am tasked with overseeing this operation. And it has been going smoothly. I assume I am to report to you on the progress.
Either me or Alda, yes.
She nods. We have many undead working to build the stands, but progress has been very slow. The undead leave to pray or to do their other things. It is very hard to get them organized, you see.
Understand, yes. Thank you in the first place for even agreeing to help, actually.
Of course, if it helps with the city, I'm glad to help.
He nods.
And Lyra goes back to yelling at the one single undead who's working here.
Oh boy.
The man that I wished for you to see is right down here. The one who's got the she motions, the 1,000-yard stare.
I'm familiar with those. Are you sure he's up to talking right now?
I'm sure he is. Ramsey, I brought a friend. And you see Ramsey kind of slowly turn to look at Alda and you. And he does a slight bow.
I do a slight bow back, gauging the vibes.
You think he smiles. You're not sure.
Oh boy.
You.
Yes, hello. Alda told me we might gain something from conversing.
He snorts a bit. Maybe. I am Ramsey. He pauses for a second. The guard of Dead Pass. Aldo mentioned you were on a quest.
Yeah, something along the lines of that. Thank you for all your hard work so far.
He nods. Aldo said that you wanted to get stronger.
Become less of a want and more of a requirement, I fear. But in essence, yes.
That is the same for me. I was very strong in my time, but I was not strong enough to protect the people that I needed to protect.
Her shoulders kind of sag at that. Like she feels a bit of a kindred spirit.
I can offer you training. I am not sure how strong you are. He takes a step forward. Do you have a weapon art?
Do I know what that is?
Roll me wisdom. See if you do know what that is.
Okay, just flat?
Yeah.
Pretty.
No, actually, you're like, what? What the hell's a weapon art?
Off your head.
He pulls out his spear. And weapon art is, in essence, a promise, along with strength.
See.
It is something unique to a person that makes them strong. You do not need gods, just you and the world.
She actually gets a little bit closer at that. I wouldn't have to rely on any of the gods for this.
He nods.
Huh. Then if you are offering, then yes, I would like to learn very much.
I will teach you what I know. He runs a hand down the spear, and you see embers form as it begins to ignite. My weapon art is called Blessing of the Broken. And you see his spear completely ignite before he taps the end of the spear on the ground, and it snuffs out instantly. It is considered one of the weaker types of weapon arts. Because of this, he holds out a hand to you. Do you take it?
Tentatively, but if he's offering, yes.
You take it, and you feel kind of a power kind of surge in your hands. It is a weapon art that can be shared with others.
You would share something that powerful with someone you've just met?
I've seen the look in your eyes. And I have lived a long time. I know a valiant person when I see one.
Pulls her head down a little bit at that. Just a little embarrassed, but I won't.
The power does not last for long. 30 minutes at most if you're powerful. But weapon arts can take many forms. The one I have is one that can be shared across a whole platoon of soldiers to make them rival the power of a god, at least for some time.
That's extraordinary. And you say it's one of the weaker ones?
On its own, it would not even beat a skilled swordsman.
You're sure you wish to entrust it to me?
He nods. I will help you develop your own. You do not necessarily choose how your power works. I was only given this strength after I lost. It is a sad joke that it took the form of fire.
Stranger walks over and just, if he'll let her, like, gently put a hand on his shoulder.
He lets you.
I'm familiar with fire myself. I'm sorry it's a bad memory for you as well.
If this fire allows someone else to protect what they care about, then this cursed power would be worth it. Are you ready for some training?
Yes, I will do whatever you tell me to.
And you two get ready to train for your eventual weapon art. And we go to the next scene.
The tone shift to Lithers.
Yep.
Yay!
Can we change things over? I think there's a camera on this map. Okay, calorie. Time to start some problems. Me activate. Is there a camera on this map, by the way? You can see things, right?
I can see.
Okay.
Wait, there's a camera.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
What?
I didn't ask where the party was.
What do you mean?
Where do I go for the party?
Oh, I just assumed she told you the directions.
Okay.
It's in the East Ward, by the way.
Do I have to pay for that?
No.
Okay, thank God.
The only thing you ever have to pay is going between the old district and anywhere else in the city. Anyways,
Calorie knocks on the door.
Oh, coming. You see Lithers opens the door and his big smile turns into a frown. Ah, hello, Calorie.
Hey, Lithers.
You see Lithers in a slightly fancier piece attire.
No, you look nice. You going somewhere?
Not anywhere interesting, if you want to know.
Not like a party or anything?
He stops for a second. Where did you hear that?
I live with other god followers who, get invited to these kinds of things.
Of course, your friends would have gotten invited. Well, what did you want me to do, Calorie?
I don't know, you've been teaching me all this etiquette, and then you don't want to take me to the party.
Calorie, you're not ready for the party.
I'm not ready for the party? What do you mean? I'm so ready for the party. Look, I even knocked instead of just opening the door and coming in. You know how much self-control that took?
Calorie, this would be like taking your first sword lesson and then throwing you into war immediately. If you were to insult any god there, it would be disastrous. For Vom and for you.
I just won't talk to gods, easy.
Do you know which ones are gods and which ones are people, then?
Yeah, I assume they all look like weird beasts or something.
No,
like
not all of them. Some of them do just look like people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why you're there. That's why you take me to the party, so I learn these things.
Calorie. Kid Calorie, roll me diplomacy.
Any minuses?
No minuses or pluses.
Okay.
I know your mom might
Oh my
be
god,
there.
a full success. A full fucking success. Slither's sighs. Calorie, this is going to be incredibly important. It's not just Vom, but to yourself. You only make a first impression once at a party. Especially to all those people. Do you understand the weight of the situation?
Yeah. I do.
If you do, I will take you along, but please do not, try not to start conversations with someone incredibly important.
Okay, you're gonna have to point out who's actually important, but I'll try. Okay? I'm gonna be on my best behavior.
If you say you will be on your best behavior, I will trust you.
I even been reading the notes I took about the etiquette stuff.
That is very good, actually. I'm just letting you know I've worked very hard to be invited to this party in the first place. It took a lot of goodwill and people allowing me to be in their space. We're going to be on the back foot. People do not like Vom followers, so try to be as courteous and nice. And if they do try to be mean to you, let it go for this time.
All right, I can do that.
Well then, do you have something to wear, or you're not going to go in like that, are you? He's just like doing a general hand wave of your.
Well, I mean, I was gonna wash the clothes probably a little bit.
Okay, let's go to the market and get you some clothes.
Okay.
We'll get you measured. We have 2 hours, but that's enough time to get measured.
Why do I gotta get measured?
We're going to get you things that fit perfectly, Calorie. Are you suits or dresses type of person?
I've never seen either of those.
Or do you prefer religious clothing, like what I wear?
Well, I guess I'd probably have to wear what you wear, right?
Well, it's actually up to the individual. That one is not too strict.
Well, you look all right, so I'll go with that.
Okay, religious wear, that is quite easy.
I'm gonna be
a bunch of black fabric and a little bit of gold. I can spare some money for that. He says, kind of doing the calculations for the price in his head. He's like, thank God you didn't say fucking suit or dress that actually had colors in them. So Lithers is going to buy you a nobility attire. I'm going to. You don't need to pay anything, but it will give you +2 etiquette and +2 diplomacy when wearing.
Ooh.
Just don't get it dirty.
Go. Okay. What's the other +2? What's your etiquette and diplomacy? Okay.
So, hold on, let me change things over. And back to the peanut gallery, start messing around the stove. Oh, take a look at this. Emlyn says, opening the bottom part of the stove.
So that's how
Right.
it works.
How quaint.
So you put the wood in at the bottom, and then the top part gets hot, right? I think that's how that works.
Well, I believe we need to set the fire first.
I can get some wood.
We can take some wood out of the fireplace, or should we get more wood from out back?
Let's. We have plenty of wood. Looks through the window. I think we have a lot of wood.
We gotta start.
So, actually, no. I think for easeability's sake, we can just take what's in here, put it over there, and when we need more wood, then we go get more out.
All right.
And it saves us the small walk outside the house.
I was so excited. It's a nice day out.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, since Sparrow and possibly Calorie is going to the party this morning, what do you want to do, Boom?
What?
I mean, I was trying to show you guys my friends maybe later in the day, probably.
You think? Ooh. So you're gonna go to a fancy party and socialize. I should do something that's low social battery so I can be high social battery for Emlyn's friends.
Yeah, sure.
That's how it works. That's not how it works.
I suppose if me and assuming Lithers does relent, Loach, I'm not going to bet on those odds.
We have to
You
consider
all should probably-
calorie.
Yeah. You all should probably go get a nice meal.
A nice meal? I mean,
Checks
do we have the money for that?
A meal.
Okay, a meal, I can do that.
Yeah. We can get something to eat. That'll be
As I
our
assume,
mission.
I assume I'll be able to have refreshments at the party. And if Calorie comes back, they'll likely be heading with you to go get food as well.
Yeah.
That way we can spend all of our time socializing with your friends, Emily.
Yeah.
Once it's time.
I can show you where the college is and everything. It'll be pretty exciting.
Ooh. Are there places to eat around there, or do you want to save college side for when we're going there?
Probably when we're going there.
Ah, got it.
Oh, by the way, Pim, does this outfit look all right? I had like 5 sets of spare clothing. This is probably the nicest one I have.
You see his face genuinely like he's appraising you.
Emlyn takes a look as well. I mean, you're going in as an assistant, so we're not gonna. If I was at the party, I wouldn't expect you to be wearing something insanely wealthy.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can I roll etiquette nobility, or can I roll merchant?
Etiquette nobility will work very well here.
Okay. Skill level. I have to use it. It's come up. The skill that I'm good at.
For Sparrow, it's okay. It's a little bit. It's nice, but like, it's okay. It works.
He cleans up the collar a bit.
Yeah.
Straightens it out.
Thank you.
Checks the socks.
They match.
Wipes a little bit of dirt off the shoe.
There you go. Looking like 1 million gold coins.
It'll have to do.
Oh, I wouldn't say 1 million.
That's
At least a couple thousand.
It's probably closer to 12.
he puts on a smile and says, "You'll do great."
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I suppose I'm going to have to head out to my space where I'm going to go meet up with the person I'm assisting.
Yes.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.
Have fun at the party.
I'll try.
And Sparrow leaves
Tess,
to go to the party. Oh, yep.
Tess, you want to go? I guess you don't eat things.
Does you want to go to the party? Quick, go haunt Sparrow.
Quick, go on.
I mean, I can't eat, but I do like to see when you guys eat.
And 3, 2.5 pairs of eyes should be better at looking for a good place to eat.
Wait, 2.5? What are you talking about? One says.
Oh.
I think you only have, she points at Tess's 2 eyes and then your 1 eye. I think you only have 3 eyes between all 3 of us.
Do you not have eyes?
Evelyn lifts up her hair and you just see 2 black voids where eyes would be.
That's awesome. Well, our 3 eyes will be able to find something.
You know what? I'm glad you're not horrified. And you guys leave to go do some dumb shit.
Please make us do some form of fortune roll so that we don't immediately get sidetracked into the nearest scam.
Alright, I got some things planned for you.
Yeah.
Alright, let me, so funny that Callie's being in this party now. I gotta move things around. Hold on.
Oh.
I am not gonna do a lot other than follow Lithers.
Alright, let me change the music. And preload the map. Do I have a camera here? I don't think I do. Let me put a camera here. So, Sparrow, you enter the party.
The things I was prepared for to RP today, and corporate espionage is not one of them. Oh God, there's so much food! I'm surrounded by tokens.
Yes, there's a lot of people here. Avarice, you know your plan is to just kind of mingle in the party and not really do much while Sparrow is going to be doing actually most of the legwork.
Mm-hmm.
So you eventually will break off with Sparrow.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot.
Yeah, Sparrow, you walk into the party and you see Calorie standing next to Lithers. And Lithers is, you see notably no one sitting near him. And he's speaking to Calorie. Calorie, you see, we are making an entrance by... She motions around him, exuding an aura.
It's called
Shouldn't we try to, like, make nice with
Wait
some
a
people?
second. Oh, I know you, right? Your dream.
We could, Calorie, but here's the thing. We need to stay mysterious, at least for the beginning of the party.
And then we talk to people.
Yes, we talk to people, but it's more easy if people come to us.
Do they usually do that?
Well, to be honest, I haven't been at a party at this high of a standing.
Oh,
But usually they do. They come around.
okay. Calorie trusting.
If you wish to mingle and... Oh, I see Sparrow is here. If you wish to mingle and say hi to Sparrow, I do not mind.
You trust me to go off on my own and talk?
I trust you to float around Sparrow at the very least.
That's a good point. She's gonna give it a minute. Let Sparrow have his space.
Okay. Sparrow, what are you gonna do? Avarice is gonna just probably choose a random seat or something and talk to some gods.
Avarice, is there anything you'd prefer for me to do first?
Acquaint yourself with the area.
I see. I shall do such that. Thank you very much.
He nods.
Yeah, Sparrow will.
You go to Calorie immediately.
Good afternoon.
Ah, Sparrow. It's glad to see a familiar face around these parts.
It's good to see you again.
Take a seat if you don't mind.
Oh, if invited, I shall.
Can I take a seat or do I have to keep standing?
Please keep standing, Calorie. You see this guy come over and he gives you like a goblet, an empty goblet, and kind of waits.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything detailing a possible menu?
You don't see a menu, but you can kind of read the bottles' names.
Fuck. I should have asked if the food was complimentary.
The food is complimentary.
But the drinks?
Yeah, they're all free.
All right. First bottle I see. That one.
Of course. You see this guy gets this bottle and he pours you this like red wine.
Thank you very much. Am I old enough for that? I'm over 21, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to lightly sip on the wine.
You lightly sip on the wine. Roll me your Constitution +5.
What the fuck?
If you fail this roll, you cannot handle alcohol at all in the first place.
Uh-oh, so +5?
Yeah.
Just pure con. Partial?
Partial? You don't think you should be drinking any more than this one goblet?
Yeah, that was the plan in the first place.
You don't think you could handle alcohol well? Assigned lightweight.
A very interesting aroma.
Yes, they have the best wine here on display.
Yes, I'm quite familiar. Oh, let me roll tiny. I have a skill.
Yeah.
I like to roll Winter Wine.
Oh, all right.
Say something interesting about where this bottle's from. To appear to be knowledgeable.
Sure. Roll me that -2.
-2. All right. Come on. Yes.
Okay, success. You know this bottle of wine originated from, or is made in the country of Ezka.
Yes, it's
Seems like
quite
they were
the,
very good at making wine there.
yes, it's quite the Eskin delicacy. I believe this was quite a good year for their harvest.
Ah, I see you know your thing about wine.
I am knowledgeable in many fields.
Write that down, Cal.
Gallery pretends to write that down.
So I'm quite curious. Were you offered? Were you invited, or were you offered by one of the people from Geist?
I am here as an assistant to, well, assist in being here with my fellow Geist follower.
I see. Making allies.
Yes.
I assume he wouldn't want to make allies with Vaughn. However, I do appreciate the conversation.
Mhm.
If there is anybody you are seeking to make allies with, I am curious.
There are already quite a few people in the room that I am familiar with, although there are many who I am not.
Well, if you're looking to seat yourself amongst any of those chairs, those dining chairs, it is anyone can sit at them. You can see the cliques forming, but if you're brave enough, you can sit at any of those chairs.
Mhm. I suppose, although maybe I should start with those nearby.
Of course.
Hello.
You see this girl kind of looking down at her food, and then she slowly looks over. Hi. She looks sad.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sparrow Arbor.
I'm Sabina. And she motions to her friend sitting next to her. This is my friend, Phi.
Good afternoon, Phi. Pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Sparrow. Apologies for my friend's disposition. She's just feeling down.
I mean, we all have days. It's not always sunshine and rainbows.
She nods. I was hoping a party would cheer her up. You see Sabina looking down at her food.
But
Emily used to go to parties.
Phi? Wait. Emlyn told me about fire, right?
Yeah.
Wait, you said Emlyn?
Yeah.
Oh. And you said your name is Phi?
Fine notes. Yes, that is my name.
I have a compatriot named Emlyn who spoke of a friend by the name of Phi. Would you happen to be from the college?
You see Sabina, like... Do you know Emlyn? Yes, we're from the college.
Yes, I'm quite familiar with Emlyn. They're a good friend of mine. We live in a house together.
You see Sabina, like... and if I was like, I didn't know she would... They see if I speak up. Would you clarify on what you mean by living in a house together?
Yes, me, Emlyn, and a couple of our friends live in a house here in the Great Crown District as of a couple days ago.
I see, of course.
I believe I'm doing things a bit out of order today. Emlyn had planned to introduce me to you, I believe later today.
Oh, Well, I'm sorry you met us early.
Oh, I mean, it's not a problem. I'm just noting it's a bit of a coincidence.
I guess that's good.
Well, I suppose if it helps you feel better, Emlyn is very much doing well. They're healthy.
That does make me feel better. Thank you, Sparrow.
Mm-hmm. And you will likely see her later today.
So, where did she go? Did she just... Oh, I don't know what happened to her.
I believe I should not be the one to speak of her history. I believe that would be something best spoken to between friends.
Very ominous. Fies speaks up.
I do not want to tell her history for her.
I see. If it is something that she should say herself, that is very understandable. But seeing as you're Emlyn's friend, I'm quite curious to know what you do. I didn't know that Emlyn had friends in high places.
Well, I'm just a mere follower of Geist. I'm also a training contract lawyer.
Oh, a lawyer. So, do you also attend the college?
I do not. This is actually the thinks about, I should not say that I'm from the old district in this party. I do not have a formal education, but I have been performing practical applications of contract theory. I've been through practical study.
Interesting. Well, if you are curious to know about us, I am the apprentice of the High Sorcerer of the city, and Sabina is... And you see, she motions for Sabina to say it herself. I'm from the Aspects Empire. She kind of struggles speaking.
Sits here, silently listening. I will switch my channel to a smile. And I flip myself back around.
It's... Go on, Sabina. It's not that big of a deal. I'm from the Sky King family.
Oh. Tiny history roll. Would history get me information?
Yes, history would very much get you information.
Any bonuses or negatives?
It would be like a +5 bonus.
A +5? Is it a point where you should just give it to me, or?
Still.
Yeah, I'll still roll it. Okay.
And there's people out there who don't know famous people.
That's still a
success. So in the quick TLDR of the Aspects Empire, it's run by the Aspects Empire has a lot of genasi in it because it's run by 4 gods that are the 4 seasons. If you remember from Queen's Watch, you know that genasi area where Deckard's from.
Yeah.
There's 3 legendary families. There's the Deca family. There's the Lightbringer family, if you remember Selden, and then there's the Sky King family.
Do I remember Selden? Tiny.
But those are the 3 legendary families.
Oh, what are the 3 legendary families? Interesting.
Well, you see Fly speak up. Yes, it makes her a little infamous in the city here. as you know the relations between the two countries.
Tell me what are the socioeconomic. Oh God, should I know this?
They, several years ago, they had a war between each other. Yeah, they are not in the best. They do not have the best relations at all.
Mm-hmm.
With your history check, you do know that like they're trying to mend relations, and one of the things is, hey, we'll have one of our champion families attend your prestigious school here.
Well, in this room, wars are of no consequence. Here, we are just friends at a party.
That is good to hear. It makes Sabina here is quite infamous. Many of the gods or higher standing people don't want to be seen mingling with anybody from the Aspix Empire.
Interesting.
Mind you, it won't get you in trouble or make it harder to mingle with the others, but you know, you can never be too careful.
Mm-hmm. I haven't got to ask. I haven't exactly eaten much of today. How is the food?
Oh, the food is really, really good.
Do you have any recommendations? I see there's quite a few tables full of the stuff.
She points at the table that has like the hams. The ham is very, very tasty.
That one over there? Yeah. I think I should go to that table soon.
It's really good pig beast.
Remembers the word pig beast? That'll be fine. Well, I think I'm going to go grab some over there myself.
Sorry, you. SMH not being a vegetarian for my boy.
Well, I will be off to go grab some of that nice food. It was very nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was very nice speaking with you too.
I hope to see you later today.
Yeah. And you see Fi kind of waves at you. It was nice to see you, Sparrow.
Nice to meet you. This is the better way. I grab a little bit of the fish.
You grab a little bit of the fish. As you walk, Sparrow, you see Tara look at you and give you the biggest smile. And you see behind Tara, Zakara looks at you and also gives you a big smile.
Me trying to remember, oh fuck, who have I forgotten? Oh!
They wave at you. Both of these two wave at you. Sparrow, what do you do? Do you tactically deny the offer to sit at their table, or do you you sit with them?
Well, hello, good afternoon. Yes, I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm just going to grab some of this roast.
Tara nods.
Hello, good afternoon.
You see the Desmond speak up first.
I didn't notice.
He takes a look at you up and down, Sparrow. Might I ask, what god do you serve, my good man?
Ah, yes, I am a follower of Geist.
Ah, Geist, of course.
Let me turn over and smile for the camera.
You're not here to make allies at this table, are you? He laughs, and you see the other guy laughs at the table as well. This guy, the Toby over here, he doesn't really laugh, but he just kind of smiles.
Well, I mean, Making allies is always a good thing to do, but I have heard quite well that the roast of this party is quite delectable.
Yes, the roast is very delectable. Make sure to get a balance of all the food here.
Yes, I still have this little bit of wine here that I've had from when I got at the bar. Quite a nice year from Eska.
Ah, yes. I do enjoy their wine, though I make sure to keep a balanced array of different wines from different places. Cannot show bias.
I will keep that in mind for my next cup.
Sparrow, roll me... Let me look at your skill.
Roll astrology.
That would be funny, but no. Roll... Probably roll history.
Roll history? Minuses or positives?
-1.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, critical success. You do know this finely dressed man. By no, I mean you kind of glean from the emblem on that he's wearing. He's one of the gods of balance.
I see.
And in turn, because of that nat 20, or not nat 20, but that critical success, you do know that this guy is one of the royal knights.
I see. Is this a person of high standing who was yeah,
he is very high standing.
So I was not supposed to expect this guy at the party, especially not across from the kid.
Yeah, you did not expect someone of this high standing to be here.
Well, I have grabbed a little bit of fish, I suppose, to go with the other protein. I should be grabbing a bit of bread, perhaps some nice.
He nods in appreciation.
Well, I thank you very much for the recommendations.
Yes, it's always nice to inform those of getting a balanced meal.
Well, I'm off for the moment. I have another compatriot I must speak to.
Of course. If you have any fun stories to tell, please. Toby has been entertaining us with his stories of battle. But I cannot show preference, so I must hear from another.
I will keep that in mind. Perhaps I will think of something.
Nilla.
Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, finally coming to sit with us, Zakara says.
Oh, I just needed to obtain a nice meal from the rest of the tables. You know, get a little bit of everything.
Of course. I am very interested that they invited you, Sparrow.
Pray tell. Why would I not be in such a place?
I heard from the grapevine that you are a much newer recruit. Is that true?
Well, my allegiance to Volm may not be the longest, but I do have an amount of credentials behind me to be of some importance.
Credentials? That sounds like the beginning of an interesting story. And you know how I like interesting
Yes,
stories.
Geist. I did not say Volm. Did I say Volm?
I think you said Volm, but you know.
Oh,
you know,
fuck.
don't worry.
I said Geist.
Let's go, Volm W.
Fuck, no. I'm not a Volm follower. You can't do this to me.
You see, Tara has been telling me some interesting stories of her time at the research library. Very fun and interesting things. Oh,
Tony, I need you to write. I know Tara is from. Is Zakara from the ship?
No, Zakara is the god of stories.
You're right.
One of the council members.
So why did I fucking sit here?
She's also one of the council members of the city.
I'm fucked.
Oh, I apologize. I did not introduce the others. This is Harlan, a diplomat from Charos. Terra, one of the head researchers at the research library.
This is a pleasure to meet you. I am Sparrow Arbor, owner and proprietor of the Arbor Guild.
Harlan kind of looks you up and down. It's interesting to see a guild leader here.
Yes, the guild is unfortunately a bit smaller than it used to be, but I'm working on reviving our former glory.
Are you here on behalf of your guild or behalf of Volm?
I am... Tiny?
Yeah?
Why did you say Volm?
Sorry, fuck. You're infected.
I thought you were about to fucking guess me. I'm here on behalf of Geist.
He nods slowly. Geist is a good friend of many people in Charos. It is good to see that he is well respected in this country. You see Zakara and Terra kind of cringe a little bit because he definitely is. But they don't say anything.
I will not correct them.
Actually, roll me. You don't have etiquette. You have analysis?
I have analysis.
Yeah, roll me analysis +5.
+5? Okay.
You can tell he was looking for you to correct him, to basically make the city look bad. You think there's some relations that's going on here?
Yes, Geist is very near and dear to my heart.
Of course. And apologies, I was interrupting your story, Terra. Oh, it's no issue. I was just finishing. But I am interested to hear a story from you, Sparrow.
You fucker. I'm so fucked. I read a lot of books in that. Is there any books? Oh. I need the book. Is there any history about the city that might be lesser known that I know from the book?
You can know about the hidden tunnels in the city. You did learn about that.
Well, that's... I don't know if that's a... This is...
I throw you in a noble situation.
No, you throw me in a situation where I have to tell a story. This is the worst place for me specifically. Story beginnings number 1. I was in the old district. Instant L.
Yeah, instant L. Etiquette, Chad. Etiquette number 1 to 7 billion. Do not tell them about the tunnels.
Do not tell them about the tunnels. Thing number 2. Tell them about parallel universes. I'm getting killed on the spot.
I put you in a situation. You know what? While you think of that, let's change perspective. Let's change. Let's see what Pim's up to.
You have to remember the etiquette rules.
I sat at a table with like 2 fucking gods. What's wrong with me?
Got him.
Everything's going away from plan.
Hey, at least Tara's there. Smiles. There's no political implications of sitting and being familiar with her. The happy guitar.
Oh, I know what tell. I know my story.
You gotta write it down. Write it
No,
down.
I don't.
You're gonna forget.
I'll tell them this. And Teddy, no, I'm saying this right now. I want to tell the story of how I survived an encounter with a Void Sister.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
We'll get to that right after this.
It was a dark and foreboding night. You could even spin it about Geist. You could be like, yeah, I had the fortune of being gifted a tool by someone at the docks.
No, it has to be fate.
It has to be fate? Oh.
Yeah, Geist is about fate.
Oh, right.
Where the hell is Emlyn? Oh, here you go.
Emlyn's in hell. It happens. I'm so glad Tessa's with us. Not at that table.
Tiny.
Yeah.
A scale of 1 to 10. How fucked have I made myself from my decisions so far?
Yeah, you're still alive.
Okay, thank God.
Or as long as you're not dead, it's winnable.
It's winnable. I mean, the initial view of they're sitting down with the god of balance is interesting.
Especially, like, I don't know. There's no one else at the fourth chair. It's throwing me off. How could you stand that? Also, Iceman is there. He blended in.
Yeah, Iceman is right the fuck up there. I know what you are.
Tiny,
they probably know what you are.
Tiny, did you place him there because he blends in?
No. Yeah, he actually is there.
That's awesome.
Does the ice guy know who I am?
That's the real
He saw you. He definitely did see you.
When was that?
No, I don't think he knows.
He did see you at the bar, because he was at the bar when Pim was talking to the dudes at the table about weapon arts. I remember him being there because I was like, why are you here?
You were sitting with them. Did we sit together that night?
I don't think we did. I don't think we did. That's awesome.
I'm trying to think if there's any plausible deniability that they don't know there's a connection between us.
Huh. That's
They could have also just done reconnaissance and know who Emlyn's friends are.
That is true. I didn't see the stranger speak in the corner. That didn't happen.
What?
It didn't happen. Emlyn erased it from the chat history. Man.
Alright, let me, sorry, I was just getting everything ready.
Yeah, take your time.
I think there's a camera here. Alright.
I like this song.
Thank you.
It's just chill.
So, back at the inn, a much chill scene is shown.
There's two of me.
Fuck!
Oh,
You didn't know there's not.
that man, he's not real. Damn, not invited to the party, huh?
Happens. No, she definitely was invited. She just didn't get.
That's reasonable.
The second she heard she had to entertain anybody ever, she's like, no, fuck that. Send Avarice.
Send the new guy.
Just send the new guy. I'm not doing that shit.
Alright, this is the Salty Axe Inn?
Yes, this is a Salty Axe Inn. Sorry, I shift pinged again.
That's alright. Got my attention. Okay. So does Emlyn have any money?
She's a bum through and through. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I have 8 copper pieces on me.
If you don't have money to feed her, it's okay.
No.
No?
It's not okay if I don't have money to feed Emlyn.
It is okay. She won't. She will not, literally not hold it against you.
But I'll hold it against me.
Hey, if you're hurting on cash, you could just get me like a Crane's Delight or something. I don't really need breakfast or anything.
Crane's Delight is 1 gold piece.
Oh shit. Just get me what? Wait, water's a copper piece? What the hell?
That's what I was
Why are they
saying.
charging water here? Water's free in the old district.
I think that's more so because no one's monetized it yet. I mean,
Yeah, never.
If he goes big spender, they could split the roast pig beast, is what I'm thinking. But that's all his money. He would do it for Emlyn. And plus, Tess was having a bad day, and this is going to be he wants it to be a good day now. So he wants to put every foot forward. He's gonna get the roast pig beast, and they're going to split it.
Okay, you get the roast pig beast, he slides you a big old chunk of it.
Yeah.
And you guys split it. Emlyn takes the smaller portion. Look, I'm just gonna take a little small piece. You get the big piece, okay?
What will make you full, okay?
No,
Yes.
Stop being nice.
You are doing something very brave today.
Yeah. I might throw up, so I'm taking a small piece.
Oh, that's actually But I can combat against that.
She's only gonna take 2 of the food. So you can have the +5.
I can have +5? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay, that means it'll at least be a partial.
I roll for Emlyn to be funny.
No!
Oh my god. Oh my god. You, despite cutting the pieces of meat, it's just like, between the both of you, it was only like 2 slices of that fucking roast pig piece. He was a little, like, bro, Glenn's getting a little stingy today. Seeing everyone's ordering it. God's leanest pig piece, yeah.
Oh, man. I have the charisma. Could I be like, hey, I put 8 whole copper forward for this pig beast, and it was not enough. Could we get, like, bread or something? Oh,
yeah, you can roll merchant or diplomacy.
Merchant is better, so I'll roll merchant.
Okay.
Any advantage for looking scraggly?
+2.
Yeah! I love making the barkeep feel bad for me. It works every time.
Oh my god.
Oh, still success! That's why you go with merchant, baby!
Yeah, hey, you kind of caught me in that. Yeah, sorry about that. There's some lady who keeps ordering a roast pig beast like every night.
Oh, jeez.
We're kind of running it out here, so I had to, start slicing thinner slices and stuff like that. Yeesh. But yeah, I don't mind giving some bread.
Didn't realize it was so hard out here.
No, not really. It's just it's been a while since we were getting. It's been a while since we got our last shipment, so still waiting on the end of the week to get more pig beast.
Could that be bread for both of them, or is that just for Pim?
Yeah, that's bread for both of them. So, seeing you guys eat here a bunch.
Oh,
You guys,
yeah.
you guys were a couple new faces. Did you move in from the old district?
We moved in. He doesn't confirm from where.
How are you liking it here? Glad you chose my end.
It is so nice here. I like just the weather even. It's just calmer over here. I mean, strolling by the old district, you will inevitably stroll by the night docks and, well, Stormgate.
Oh yeah, I heard that the Stormgate's always raining. How does that work?
So, I don't really know, but I figure they have to have some kind of flood prevention in place, right? Like, either magically or mechanically. 'Cause it really, it's downpour there. It's just constant. I mean, hopefully you'll have no reason to ever go there, you know, but in case you do, make
Yeah.
sure you don't miss a step. It's still cobbled roads there. Even in all
Sounds
that
slippery.
rain. Oh, Tim, who's never been there.
I don't think I know a single guy who's ever been in the Stormgate. I heard anybody can go in, but I guess why would you? There's no stores, no places to live,
Yeah.
just a bunch of spooky guards and a big old castle.
You know, sometimes you just gotta find out if the rumors are true. And it really is just downpour.
So you did hear the rumors in the Stormgate.
The rumors?
He kind of like leans over. I mean, there's some sort of serial killer in the city. Some people are saying he lives in the Stormgate, but people say it doesn't make sense because where would he hide? What other people are saying, he's got gills. He just sleeps in the water.
Scary.
That's just it's just a rumor.
Yeah. A serial killer. Thanks.
As you think of a serial killer, you hear the door to the inn open as two
What the hell's
figures.
about to happen? Who's coming through the door?
Hold on, let me.
Oh, also, what's food bonus on that bread? It's the serial killer.
You see two figures walk into the room.
Hello? Huh. Do I recognize that guy at all?
You remember seeing him on the airship?
Oh my god! Yeah! He was on the airship. It is the serial killer.
Oh my god. You see
another gambler.
You see Jack walk up. Hey, Pim.
Oh, hey.
I want to speak with you.
Sure. What's the
You
food
got
bonus
time?
on the bread?
Food bonus for bread is I'll say food bonus is 4.
Yo.
Nice.
Hey, fine. He's. Looks at Emlyn. You mind if my friend tags along, or?
Yeah, I don't mind. We can talk right here.
Oh, alright.
You take a seat here, and you see this other guy.
This other guy.
Mysteriously sits down. Everyone's like, you notice these two guys? You see Tess Since it just like sits in the air.
My beloved, my bestie. This is my emotional support. Best friends. They have void eyes of 2 different varieties. So, well, it's good to see you again, but, who's your friend?
No, this guy, he points at this person who's kind of hooded. Doesn't like his name getting out for now. He's a little bit of a secretive person.
Oh, everybody's a little shy. He smiles.
If you want to know, he's not supposed to be off the airship. Kind of snuck him out.
Oh. He taps his nose. I see.
He was curious to see what's going on down here.
Well, it's pretty safe around here.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really too stressed about bringing him down here. And do you see the guy speak up? Hello.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you all.
Yeah. He offers a hand forward for a handshake.
He shakes your hand.
Yay.
Unfortunately, I can't give you my name, but if you would, I can give you a nickname.
Yeah, I mean, that'd help out.
You can just call me Fallen.
Fallen. Thanks. Okay, cool. Anything of specific interest down here?
Anything of specific?
Like, I don't know, cool fountain, or maybe probably not the bazaar, right? Because that place is like crawling with so many different people.
If anything, I'm content with just seeing as much as I can.
Pim thinks. Well, there is this really nice spot to sit near the river where not many other people walk by. It's good to just take in the environment. You can see the old district from there.
That sounds nice.
Gives
See Jack pats Fallen on the back. Yeah. If you could you... I know you got a lot of things on your plate, probably. I don't know too much about what you're doing here, but just look after Fallen for a little bit.
Oh? Are you, heading somewhere without him?
You can say that. He got a lot of things to do. He says,
You leave Pim unattended and he comes back with another person!
yes. Actually, besides leaving Fallen in your care for a little bit, I had a favor to ask.
Yeah.
We got some similar things going on.
Yeah. From what, our mutual friend has said.
He nods. Could you steal something for me? He says.
Yeah, like what?
He smiles. I'm not sure if you heard, but he pulls out a little drawing of a device. And Pim, you remember what this device is actually.
Oh?
Remember, this is the device that, you remember back when you...
Oh no!
Remember back when Tara said, "Yeah, we can put the device in you and have someone else have the fucking thing." This is the paired controller.
It's the remote.
Yes, the remote.
Oh, you know, it looks familiar, but I can't really put my tongue on it. Where would I find something like that?
Well, if you want to know, it's...
And he's like leaned in. He's being very hush about it.
If you want to know, the guy who's got the controller is called Rocco.
I'll keep that in mind.
He's somewhere in the city, I'm not too sure. I don't know the missions he goes on.
Now, let's say, for instance, something were to happen to it. That's really bad, right?
He nods.
And I assume this is yours.
Yep, that one's mine. Appreciate if you don't say anything to the others.
Oh yeah, I got the mic off.
He doesn't actually seem surprised when you say that.
I mean, this is a Yarrow he's talking to. He should have higher expectations for him. It's not actually because he's a Yarrow that he figured that out. It's because he has friends that are good. Smiles. But you know.
I get the controller myself, but they keep a bigger eye on me than they do Fallen or you.
Right. I guess that seems achievable.
Anyways, sorry for dumping a guy on you. I see that you got other people who got dumped onto you as well. Just looking at Tess and Evelyn, and I was like, hey, I wasn't dumped onto them. I strategically moved myself into their house.
I invited you inside.
Tess speaks up, I was already in the house, so they were dumped onto me.
He nods. He absolutely is backing this up.
Well, that's good to hear. So you won't have problems taking in another person for at least a little bit.
No, not at all. Might have to get some bedding, but that's fine.
You don't have to worry about him. He'll find some other way of sleeping in the night.
He looks to Tess.
Is the roof comfy?
The roof is really comfy.
The roof sounds comfy.
You see Fallen speak up. You're already doing the job of showing me around the city. It would be too much to ask for you to house me as well.
Aww.
I'll find some other way of living in the city, if you don't mind.
If that's what you're comfortable with.
You know, I wouldn't want to take advantage of your kindness.
Think of it as a preemptive apology for how annoying I'm going to be today.
Fallen smiles at that. Also, Pim, Jack, I got something specific to tell you without all the years. He says, looking at Fallen, Tess, and Emblem.
He trusts that Emlyn and Tess will get along with Fallen for some reason. I'm glad you read that correctly. He absolutely pulled out the chair for Tess.
Speaking to Fallen, so what food do you like?
Yeah. Gotta look out for people like me, you know?
Thanks for that. I need to tell you, I'm not sure what plans the guys have for Fallen, but something about it is setting me off. Usually it's, how I'd say, something safe.
Well,
I
something
say
that's supposed to be safe, I imagine.
Yeah. I have no clue what Fallen is or what their purpose for this guy is. He just popped up out of the blue one day.
Oh.
They won't tell me a thing about where he came from or what they're doing to him. But he's got a very sanitized experience, is what I'll say.
Nods.
I don't want him to be... I want him to, I don't know, see the world and see how things actually are. Not all the things that they're just telling him in the base.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, they're probably gonna come back and look for him, but they can't really be aggressive towards him.
Right. In case that does happen.
If they
Can I
try
assume
to
this person's
be,
not real?
he's fucking up. If
Stares
anyone at the
at him
base,
until he leaves.
if anyone at the base is aggressive, yeah, I think you'll be able to handle them. And to be honest, they can't really do too much without outing themselves to this country.
Yeah.
Everything here has to be covert, so
That's true.
if they fight, it has to be quiet.
Right.
And they're real shit at quiet fights.
He looks to the sky and sighs.
If anything, they'll just try to talk to you and convince you to hand them over.
Is that, in that situation, is it better that I pretend I came across him randomly?
I'll use your judgment. You can throw me under the bus. That's fine.
I'm not comfortable throwing you under the bus unless it's really required, like they found the quietest gun they had.
They can't afford to kill me.
Well, that's good to know, but there are worse things.
He kind of solemnly nods. Anyways, I got some important things to do.
Yes.
He walks off, and he heads in a specific direction. And only for a second, Pim, you notice, is this guy going to... Is he going to the gambling place right now?
Let's fucking go! He has important
Like,
business.
nah, he wouldn't.
I never would think, nah, he wouldn't.
He's betting it all on black.
Gambling is an important part of our national heritage.
It can't be the West Fulton Empire if you're not betting it all on black.
So, how have things been going on in here?
I learned much about food, I guess, and the city. Apparently, you've divided the place into multiple parts, and he kind of goes on to explain
like a very basic understanding of
understanding of the districts.
Ooh.
Pim will correct anything that he may have assumed wrong, but otherwise is going to be like,
yes, very good.
And we will go back to
to politics.
The politics. Where is it? Preload scene. Right, Sparrow. Back onto the hot seat.
Oh, I fucking hate it here. So it was a rather dark and cold night. I had done some official business during the day and was walking my way home, taking a shortcut through an alley, thinking I could just save a few minutes, when I realized I had felt a set of eyes peering into me. Without realizing what was going on, I heard a single question arise from behind me, asking me if I would listen to a few words. I turned around, and there was a interesting lady in a full purple gown. I believe it's a kimono, is the specific form of dress they were wearing. And I realized that I was in the presence of one of the 4 Void Sisters.
See, everyone sit surprised in stunned silence.
At the time, I was not entirely familiar with who they were. I had heard stories, but I was not aware of the dangerous situation that I'd been placed in. And I accepted their proposition. The words they spoke flooded into my mind, but they did not drive me to insanity. I was able to survive through their words, making their way through my mind. And once the, what I assume, story they were telling was over, they smiled and were then on their way. The next day, knowing that my fate had let me live, I swore allegiance to Geist.
See Zakara lean forward with a big smile. Sparrow.
Yes.
As the god of stories, I usually can tell when people embellish or change parts of stories. I usually don't mind. It simply enhances storytelling in general. However, what you told was 100% true, which makes this all the more interesting. And do you see Tara speak up? Surviving an encounter with the Void Sisters. I need to write this down.
Yes, truly, fate was on my side.
Harlan nods, as expected of a Geist follower. So you did not follow him at the time. I'm sure you received some sort of blessing that allowed you to survive.
It is the only thing that I could attribute to such an unlikely scenario.
And you guys all just continue speaking, and eventually, Sparrow, you can leave the table if you wish.
This has been an absolutely lovely afternoon, but I must be going and getting another round of food. This has been a pleasure talking with each of you. May we see each other again in the future. It's been a lovely time.
They'll wave you off.
Still thinking, why the fuck are you here?
What do you mean, why is she here? She can't have hobbies?
She can't have... You call this a hobby? I believe where I'm from, we call that infiltration. So, God, sad I'm not going to go to this table. I wish I could go over to the... I might go over to this table, but it'd be weird doubling up. I think.
Shrug.
I think I should be keeping away from them for the purpose of my advancing my scheme.
He'll probably move around if you want to go over there.
Well, first, hello, I'm here for another round of little bits of food.
Of course. Take a seat, if you can. You see Toby, like, leaning back. Looks at you, Sparrow. So, Sparrow,
Yes.
what do you do for a living?
I am a contract lawyer in training. Couldn't remember the word in my own head.
A lawyer, huh? That's pretty interesting. So what are you? The guy who writes contracts for Geist?
No, that is not my current. That is not my current job. I am just a. I'm just an assistant at the moment.
Oh, an assistant. Well, good luck on climbing the ladder, I guess. And you see Ash look at Toby. Please don't call it climbing the ladder. He is attempting to work for his god. We call it ascending. And Toby is like, oh man, get a load of this guy.
Yes, I do hope that my devotion and work does get what's the word in real life? Does get some recognition. But even if it does not, I will do my best to be in service of my God.
And speaking that, apologies that I know you just sat down. You see Ash says speaking. I do have some other matters to attend to.
Oh. Well, I suppose I introduced myself earlier.
Yeah, you did.
We all introduced to each other. Did we?
I think so. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure you did. Ash gets up and starts mingling with the crowd over here.
So I heard there were some stories here about. Looks over to Toby. I heard there were some stories being told about some escapades.
Oh yeah, I was telling them all about my stories for my times training under Captain. He's pointing to Julica, who's sitting over at a different table.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on and tells you about, like, a bunch of his training stories. You do hear some familiar names.
All right, Tiny. While he's talking, I'm actually listening in the other direction with my big old ears.
Oh, okay. Roll me a perception.
Okay. What's that?
If you don't have it, it's Wiz.
All right, minuses, pluses?
-1. Because someone's, like, talking at you. Ooh, okay. You hear, but just barely. Hear Ash talking with Vic about finalizing some sort of contract.
Interesting.
Basically, Vic says, have you given thought about our deal? And Ash kind of nods and says, yes, I believe we can move forward with the contract.
All right. That can't be a god. That's not usually a god contract. Vic is already part of a god, aren't they?
Yeah.
At least I know they have ice powers.
Yeah, you know that he already is, yeah, basically.
Those might not be from a god. Can you have magic without?
If you're the son of, or if you're the child of a god, or they pass their powers down to you.
I suppose. I would not know the lineage of gods to know if Vic is one of them. Although I suppose. I'll leave that thought for later. But I will be listening to both of these things at the same time, keeping as much ear on this as possible so that I can make
For the multitask.
for the correct response.
I see.
To the story.
You just say, "Damn, that's crazy."
You don't want to say, "Damn, that's crazy" to some things. We're like,
yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, that's wonderful.
But yeah, that's basically what you get. And eventually he finishes the story. He kind of move on to other parts of the party.
Now is Vic the fucking red herring?
And I move some people around.
Why are you here? Why are you... Oh, you're going to see your sibling, huh?
Yeah.
You better not fucking sit at this table.
Who?
I'm pointing at Vic, who moved closer. Fuck.
He sees you, Sparrow, and he just gives a light smile before walking past.
You do know me. I know you know me. Nothing bad ever happens to the Arbors.
Actually, I can move him over here.
Oh, this is a horrible table.
Nightmare rotation.
Nightmare fucking rotation.
So do you do anything else, Sparrow?
Oh, I mean, I might as well mingle just a little bit more. Might as well go link back up with the crew, but as I'm walking away, I do try and take a little bit of note. What's Ash doing over there?
Roll me perception or analysis.
I'll roll analysis. Minuses?
Cow has just been standing there. No one's come to speak to Lithers, by the way. Just giving you that. Nobody. It's like, just wait for the people to come. They'll come to us. And nobody has come to speak to them.
The people will come.
Calorie rapidly losing patience.
All right. So analysis minus.
-2. Okay, critical success. You do see Ash speak with Tara for a little bit. It just seems that they're just tossing pleasantries around. Tara just asks if there's going to be any more funding to the research library, and Ash is like, "Oh, you're gonna have to get that in writing. I'm not promising anything." And she's like, "Okay, fuck you," but not, but very nicely.
Okay.
Before moving on.
All right. I'm gonna go see a good friend. Child of the God of Dream. If I could. There we go.
Were you stuck?
I couldn't drag.
Places.
Also, just for a general luck roll, Avarice, can you give me a barter check?
Sure. Tiny, I had
Or
one-
diplomacy, actually. Diplomacy or etiquette.
Fuck, do I even have his sheet?
Yeah, I got a sheet in there.
Oh shit, where is it?
Oh God.
There it is. Oh my god, it is my sheet. That's so long.
I mean, diplomacy, I think, is the best one.
This is for Avarice to make one?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to see if you actually did make any allies. It'll be -5.
Okay, -5.
I saw that one.
Okay. Yeah, you did make some allies there.
Tiny, I had a real quick off-topic question.
Yes.
I don't think this is the case. Isn't this the god that, like, killed Avarice in the first place?
No.
Okay, it's not? Okay, I thought so. I remember she was blue.
No, the god that killed Avarice in the first place was some other guy. It was Zidane.
Also, real quick, unreferenced. This
Oh,
is the
wait, no,
scariest
the-
person in the room, I think.
The god that killed Avarice, she was blue, but she wasn't this one. She had
Okay.
like a thing covering her eyes.
She did.
This right here, this person scares me.
Why are you so scared of a person called Jester, huh?
Yeah? This is Smiles too.
SMH.
It's in
Just
the
'cause they look
center
a
of the
little
crowd.
silly.
They're going to start killing people. I can see it in my mind's eye.
If I was based, I'd murder every NPC here with Jester.
Also, they do kill people.
No. Anyways.
Good afternoon. Is this seat available?
Aspen speaks up. Oh, of course. The seat's available.
Thank you very much.
You see Vivana, like, smile widely. Hello, Sparrow Arbor. How
Oh.
are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderfully, Vivana. Looks over there. Sorry, I don't believe we've met. My name is, I'm Sparrow Arbor.
Aspen. I represent the god of tranquility.
Yes, I represent the god of fate.
She nods.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. We were hearing from Avarice that you are quite an accomplished lawyer.
Yes, I am. I wouldn't say accomplished. I am still technically in training. None of my contracts have resulted in any. All of my contracts that I've written have been very favorable thus far.
That is very nice to hear.
All of them. Two.
Yeah. You see Vivana speak up. So I've been curious.
Oh, yes, Vivana.
You moved in here recently. Is that correct?
Yes, I am a fairly new resident of the Grey Crown District.
Of course. Are you ever planning on moving to the East Ward?
I haven't made the consideration yet, but I wouldn't say it's off the table.
It's a very nice area, and it would make you closer to all the balls and parties here. I know it is a little bit of a walk to go from the Grey Crown to here. Sparrow, you know that the Eastward is so, like, you would never be able to afford a fucking house here.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Just simply move closer to...
It would be an interesting, but unfortunately I'm a bit the home that I'm currently in has a bit of what's the word?
Sentimental value?
It has quite a bit of sentimental value.
That is very understandable. I'm surprised. I did not take you as the type to go to parties. I assumed you'd be the type to be the one making the contracts and sending other people to go to parties in your stead.
I've been told I'm quite multifaceted.
That is true. She smiles.
Person who knows. Person who fucking knows. You know what I am. So, she gets in a conspiratorial game, like looks at you. Mhm.
Is there any reason you're at the party here? I assume it's to make allies for Geist, but I'm very curious.
Well, I mean, making allies for Geist is the primary purpose. And, it's always good to get a new follower, especially someone of my stature. A foot into these sorts of... Hold on, my own fucking brain is fighting me. Speaking like this is doing things.
Brain's got hands.
Where the fuck was I? Where the fuck did I leave off? What was the question?
She said, so why are you here at the party? She assumes that you're here to make allies for Geist, but basically Chad translated, she's asking for gossip.
Listen to the pim on your shoulder.
Listen to the pin on my shoulder. Should I gossip?
She's asking for gossip, and generally you can trust her, but she's also pretty young and naive, so anything you say to her will spread.
That's true. Actually, Pim knows. Pim knows. Pim's got this shit downloaded, but you see Aspen speak up. You didn't hear it from me, but people are saying because you are a lawyer and a contract maker, you're here to make some sort of deal here with some of the other gods. Is that true?
Not at the current moment. More or less feeling out the waters before really getting into it.
The two both look at each other and hold on. Both smile.
I've heard that hold on, what's the place that Tara works for?
The research library?
You're gonna talk about
I want to talk about this little tidbit. This isn't really like blackmail material. This is, hey, let's talk about funding. Let's not talk. Let's get that in writing. You think that's gossipable?
That's gossipable.
I think that's gossipable. I'm not going to talk about the fucking thing the actual.
I was scared.
I'd like to relay that information in the form of gossip speak.
All right.
You didn't hear it from me.
Actually, do you have a gossip? What's a gossip skill?
Charisma. It's in the charisma category. It's gotta be.
Can I roll litigator?
Litigator? Rolling charisma.
Fuck.
But charisma +5.
Oh, thank God.
They do like.
See how fun it's not just the gossip, but it's how well you say it.
Can I roll cryptography?
I mean, you're really grasping.
I'm grasping as hard as I. Partial.
Ooh, a failed contract. That's interesting. Not the juicy things that we were expecting.
Well, I suppose I must save the really juicy things for, place with a slightly less open ears.
They both look at each other, then look at you. Have you heard about Lithers, she says, whispering over.
I have heard of Lithers, but is there anything in specific?
She looks at you. Look at him over there. Isn't he cool and mysterious?
Ain't no way.
Which one of them said that? Which one of them? Oh no.
Aspen said that.
Yes, he really does have that sort of air about him.
We were trying to see which one of us wanted to go up and talk to him, but it's almost as if he's expecting someone. You see,
I suppose if you wanted to attempt to breach conversation, but not directly interact with Lithers on the initial, you could attempt to talk to, I believe the one standing next to them is their assistant.
Ooh, see, Aspen speak up. That does sound like a good idea. Speak to their assistant and actually, let's wave her over. Hold on. She leans over and once Calorie glances her direction, Aspen waves you down.
Calorie.
Yeah, Vivi knows.
Ivana is just staying completely silent for you don't know why. You don't know why she's not saying a single thing.
Calorie is going to move over.
Lithers like nods and lets you go.
Why aren't they talking to me? Why aren't they talking to me?
So
He's
what
like,
we entered here is a peak state of, oh, they're like babies out here. You're at the baby table. This is the kids' table. Sparrow, you're at the kids' table.
There's nuggets on this table. What the...
Oh my god, those are potatoes.
Look, I've been in high octane situations. I need the downtime.
Let's see. Calorie will come over. Hi.
Hello, Calorie.
Oh,
I'm
you know
Aspen.
my name.
Of course we know your name.
I guess you're gods.
No, I'm no god, but Vivana is.
Hello again.
Vivana, you see she's like trying not to laugh. Hello, Calorie.
Good afternoon, Calorie. Good to see you again.
Hi, Sparrow. And hello to you too, Aspen.
Hello. Say, Calorie, we are incredibly curious. It seems that the person you came with, Lithers, is he expecting someone? The way he's sitting, he looks like he is.
In a sense, yeah.
Oh, he is expecting someone.
Did you want to talk to him?
Perhaps. Then I should ask him if he wants to speak with me.
Well, I think he'd like to. I'll clear his schedule.
Beautiful. That sounds perfect, Calorie.
Calorie scratches out some random thing he told her to write down in her notebook.
They see the two people like look at each other like, oh my gosh.
Would you like me to formally introduce you to him, or?
Of course, formally introduced me.
Okay. Right this way then.
She steps up. And I was like, wait a second, I want to be formally introduced as well.
Oh boy.
Don't frown. You can never frown. Don't show weakness.
Lithers sees you, Calorie, and he turns around and he smiles, doing a very over-the-top bow.
Calorie holding it together.
Hello all, I am Lithers. a phone. And you see the two look at you, Calorie, for you to introduce them.
Lithers, this is Vivana of, well, I guess herself. And Aspen. I have not become acquainted with what god she is representing.
Ah, interesting. Well, you have much to discuss. Oh, you have much to discuss, you say? Yes, I am. Despite being a Volm follower, I am incredibly busy and have many things and deals to make. And you see they go and sit down here. Now, Calorie, if you would mind, get us some food.
No.
Of course.
So, Sparrow, what just happened is, well, Lithers is showing off his social status by having a servant. Oh, wait, that's Calorie. She looks good in all black.
This girl moves away from that loud ass table now and sits with you, fucking Sparrow.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey. Did you see she looks at you? I'm Gamba.
Good afternoon, Gamba. My name is Sparrow Arbor.
If you do want to ask, yes, it's short for gambling. That's my full name.
Would you prefer to be referred to as Gamba or your full name?
It doesn't matter.
Well, there's always preference. I wouldn't want to refer to you by a name that you do not wish to be referred to by.
You can call me Gamba then.
Gamba. So, how's the party?
Kind of boring. My god dragged me here. She says, looking at the table all the way in the distance.
Oh, what god do you follow? I am a follower of Geist.
Ericaz.
Ericaz?
He's the god of endings.
Yes, I'm aware.
She pokes
But thank you for reminding me.
He's a little bit annoying with dragging me around places, she says, poking at the food angrily.
I suppose you might be wishing for this night to end.
Yeah. she laughs. So, did your god drag you here, or did you go on your own volition?
I am here on my own volition. I am here, I believe, as they say, networking.
Yeah. Ericaz does that on his own. He just needs a assistant running around. He doesn't even... He shrugs. He doesn't even call me to do anything. I just sit around, and because he's here, no one wants to talk with me.
Well, I must say, I'm quite interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, I don't have much interesting to say.
It doesn't have to be interesting. How's your day so far?
I guess I can't complain. It's free food and wine. It's been nice.
Raises my barely sipped on wine glass. Cheers to that. Takes a single sip.
That's just affecting you. I feel.
Just the tiniest sip.
I did speak to a good friend of mine the other day.
Oh.
she's not really into the god business or anything, but she's a devil like me. But she's a detective.
A detective? What an interesting profession.
She nods. Right now, she's working on some case about some serial killer.
Would I have heard about something like that in the news?
In the news?
Or is there any news about a serial killer going on right now?
You can roll to see if you heard any gossip about it.
Okay.
It'd be, I guess you don't have knowledge local, so just roll, like, your wisdom plus
Okay.
1.
Gotcha.
See if you just heard it in conversation. How about critical success? Yeah, you definitely heard it in casual conversation sometimes.
Oh, yes, I've heard some of that. It's quite dreadful. I do hope they find out who it is soon.
Yeah, we're pretty safe around here. I think the serial killer mostly does most of the killings in the old district.
Yes, that unfortunately makes sense. It's not exactly the most lawful area.
Yeah, she kind of shrugs. Have you been to the old district before?
I have on occasion.
Okay, good. She smiles. I know it's kind of a little bit taboo to talk about the place sometimes.
Yes, but sometimes there are people who do need contracts done. Even if it isn't the most prestigious of work. As long as there is coin.
She nods. I know Geist works out there a lot. It's, I offer to let him have, borrow our tent for a couple times, but I don't think Ericaz would really like that.
Suppose I should bring up some things that are happening in my life. Don't want you spilling all of your beans without me supplying my own to the pot.
Sure.
Let's see. Quite recently, I have become the proprietor of my own guild.
Oh, nice. You, a guild master and a Geist follower? I see why you're invited to the party then.
Yes, I was actually. I recently also got a new home here and was had a little bit of a housewarming party. Geist brought me a stove.
Wait, just a whole stove?
A whole stove. I was quite surprised as well.
When I moved to the Grey Crown district, Ericaz didn't get me anything. Well, he got me, like, a pillow.
I mean, pillows are nice.
I didn't even have a bed at that point. I was sleeping on hay.
That is a little bit putting the cart before the horse.
But I guess I shouldn't complain. I do get paid well.
When did you move around to the area?
It was a long time ago. I think 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I'm assuming you're no longer sleeping on hay in that much amount of time.
Yeah.
Well,
no. I used to, well, I guess I lived in the other district for a while. But then I moved over to the Grey Crown. She, looks at Calorie, who's...
Yeah, Calorie is filling up a plate to be taken home. she'll look over. Hold on. Oh, wrong thing. She's not trying.
Sorry for not introducing myself to you.
Oh, it's
Gamba.
fine. I'm Calorie. It's fine. I thought it was just because a Volm follower.
No, that's fine. It's just the only Volm follower I knew was super loud and annoying, so she pointed and wanted to get away from that, so...
Yeah.
Not much of a fan of Lithers.
Don't know too much about him, but I don't know. He's kind of got a... she looks at you, Kelly. He's got an aura about him that makes me not want to talk to him.
Yeah, he was talking about aura like it was a good thing.
Yeah,
Vanana's absolutely in earshot of this table, right?
Kinda.
Okay. Making sure.
I really hope this is like a joke going on. Otherwise, I don't... People want to talk to Lithers.
I mean, I'm not a really good judge of character. I don't really want to talk to most people.
Mm-hmm. So, Calorie, what is it like working for Lithers?
Please don't put it like that.
Don't worry, I get it. Gamba says.
It's all right, I guess. It's pretty easy to tell what he's gonna want at any given moment, so, and simple.
Interesting. What about you, Gamba? What is it like working? I suppose you did talk at length a bit, but anything about your specific duties?
Well, I usually do the sermons for Veracause.
That's quite a bit of importance.
She nods. It's nice work, and the donations. I get to keep a good amount of the donations that I get. So
You must be quite the public speaker to be able to. I'm assuming you've been doing this for quite a long time.
yeah, I've been doing this for like 3 years, and I guess I have a knack for public speaking.
It's definitely not the easiest skill to it's not the what is it? It's not the easiest skill to cultivate.
She nods. Well, not to be rude, but it's that time of the party where it's socially acceptable to leave.
Well, if we do see each other again, I do hope that we can spend a bit of time. You're quite nice to talk to.
Yeah, it was nice to see you. You said your name was Sparrow, right?
Yes, Sparrow Arbor.
I'll remember that. You see Gamba grab a tomato and very stealthily puts it in her bag and begins to leave. Yes, a full ass tomato.
No one's on this table anymore. Tiny, do I have a bag?
Did you bring one?
Fuck.
Don't worry, Sparrow, I got it.
Oh, good.
Calorie,
Glad we're on
please.
the same page now that we're not being actively observed.
Oh.
Oh, I did not know that they brought gravy. You see the tendril sticks it's stuck into the gravy. You see the fucking the water level lower in the
This shit doesn't even have a shadow.
Gravy is just the shadow of a chicken.
Oh.
Just drinking the gravy straight.
I'm not drinking the gravy. I'm transferring it over.
What are you gonna put it on?
I'm gonna put it on the meat here, he says as he grabs a piece of meat.
Yeah.
I'm simply saving this for later and passing it to my other followers in the caves.
How noble.
Like
Well,
the normal
someone
Looking
ones,
after
says
your
people.
followers like that.
the normal ones or the beastly ones?
Both.
That's fair.
It's such a pleasure for you to join us, Volm, at this nice party.
Yes, it's very much a pleasure. Now get to throwing those potatoes before someone sits at this table quickly now.
Hold on, where did I place it? It's just gonna be in the house. I'm gonna say my shadow tag is on the table.
All the food, you just see the food like popping into the house and dropping onto the table.
So this is the house.
I'm gonna say you can get 2d4 exploding pieces of food.
Yo.
Wait, Teddy, do I even need to roll the food value?
Oh,
Or do I get a meal out of this?
You can roll with a plus 12.
Okay.
Damn. That's guaranteed success.
Both you and Calorie can roll with plus 12.
Thank goodness. Let me roll my 2d4.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh no, where's my sheet? Normal
critical
success.
one normal success. Wow, no crit.
What is the
Well-
critical? I need to go look at the sheet to see what the critical even does. Isn't it
Critical,
given
you
like
get
a plus one
to all actions.
for the next like the current and the next hours?
It would be for the current.
Okay.
So you
I've
would
already
have-
done my actions for the current, haven't I?
Yeah, I guess we should have rolled before you started doing stuff.
That's
Since
fair.
you did eat early.
Mm-hmm. Was there hold on? Was there any roll that would have been a success without it? Let me check. I think I rolled a 9, but no, plus one's only a partial. So no, that wouldn't have influenced anything.
So at this point, you guys can leave the party if you want.
I'm gonna go check with these two
Oh, sure.
before I go.
And Calorie's just gonna start following you.
Hello. It's good. Back to see you both again.
Oh, hi, Sparrow.
Hello, Sabina. Hello, Fi. I've just got a question. Do you both have something you're going to be doing after this?
Not really. I don't have any classes today.
Well,
You see Fi speaks up. It does no good to lie, Sabina. You do have classes today.
oh, that's too bad. I was about to leave and invite you both to come see Lynn? That's right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to invite decide, I might as well bring you both to Emlyn. Instead of having Emlyn trying to find you both.
Yeah, we can skip class for that.
Looks to Fi.
That is completely fine.
I suppose this will be a surprise. I know that she has been very excited to see you again.
Is that
I'm gonna have to fucking code switch soon. How is Lithers doing?
Lily seems like he's having a great time. The two people are laughing and he's talking.
Lithers, no, don't even don't even imply that Lithers has any kind of riz.
Calloway, shouldn't you go let Lithers know that we are going to be making our exit?
I don't think he cares.
Well, I suppose you know better about your fellow Volm followers than I would.
Yeah, especially about Lithers.
Then let us be off.
Alright. And you guys head off. And maybe I think that is a good time to end off session.
Yay!
I'm not going to make it leave the door. I have to wait till I get home.
And see the new person I've added to the party.
And let me play the outro music. When we get back, everyone is going to smash together.
Oh no.
But till then, thank you guys for playing, and thank you guys for watching Waning Whispers.
Tyler not knowing who these two were wasn't there for that conversation. I can't wait to meet Emily's friends.
Oh god.
I love it here. I'm gonna hit the end of the stream. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
Bye.